Hello everyone, I'm Joe Bishop, Bishop Backwoods Survival, and today I'm going to teach you a skill that every survival monkey, and when I say survival monkey, I want to say a shout out to everybody on Survival Monkey Forum. We're going to show you how to make cordage. If you look down here, this is the fiber out of a sable palm, which grows here in Florida and a lot of other states. This is one of the boots that I dried out, and the fiber comes apart. This was used by the Native Americans here in Florida for a lot of different purposes, from making cordage and nets to making bowstrings. So what you want to do, you want to grab you a couple of strands of this. I got 4 of them here, and I'm using this wire right now, but if you're in the woods, you could probably use a tree limb. But you want to make sure that the tree limb you put on, a little twig or whatever, you can get it off of it. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a reverse twist, which is, when I say reverse, you're going to twist everything on your right hand side to the left and everything on your left hand side to the left. And when you get it twisted, you're going to take the left and you're going to twist it over the right at the same time you're still twisting, like this here. And what that does is it does a reverse twist, and the two sides are sitting there pushing against each other, stopping it from coming undone. And this is how rope is made. And right now you can see how I'm doing it. I got, like I said, I used 4 pieces, so technically there's 8 pieces being it's not a braid, it's called plying. It's being twisted up into rope or string, and this right here is a small piece. This would be used like fishing line or snare, and this stuff is really strong. But as you can see, they're pretty much equal. They're not. I mean, one side's a little bit longer. So when you start to come to the end, instead of splicing in, and I'll show you how to splice in here in a minute. You don't want to splice in at the same time. You want to splice in at different sections so you don't have a weak spot in that same spot. So this side's my short piece. I'm going to get to this side because this is the side I like to splice in on the right hand side. I'm going to pull out a couple more pieces of this fiber. Pull it out. I'm going to go ahead and splice. I'm going to splice 3 pieces in. My 3rd piece here. Try to get all together like so. And what I do is I come back up here and I'm going to apply it like this. I'm twisting it to the left, and then I start my section. What you want to do is that's going to be out there, and later on you'll come back and trim that off, make it more uniform. But you get it down like so. And when you start getting to the end of the other one, that means you still got a long piece on this way, on this side. So you keep on getting it down. I know everybody on Survival Monkey Forum will be really interested in this if they ain't never seen it before up close. This is something you can do. It don't take long. I mean, I ain't been out here very long, and I've already got about, I don't know, about 6 inches of line. All right, I'm starting to come to the end. I got a long piece here, so what I'm going to do is I put 3 on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and try to put 3 on this side. That way it tries to keep my stuff uniform, both sides uniform. I don't have these shot down here, please. I got a little light. I got 2. One more good piece. That's a good piece right there. Now, if you're into primitive trapping and you want to do a real primitive trap, this is the string that you would use to make for like a Paiute deadfall snare. This is the kind of stuff but you'd probably use it out of the natural. You know, if you're out west, the yucca plant, the leaves on that makes a really good string or rope, whatever you have it. century plant, depending on where you're at. You know, they make fishing line out of this. They make nets out of this. But right there, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna tie it off real quick. And thing is, you know, if I tied like a bow in that would hold it. That ain't gonna come unraveled. If I got tired, you know, your hands get tired and stuff, you'll come back. You can come back later and just pull that out and start applying back in. Here's a piece I made earlier. You can see it's thicker. You can see the little, these little things there. You know, if you ever get your fire built, you can sit there and go back and hit these things and burn them down a little bit. Take your pocket knife and go over it. Pretty it up. If you found some beeswax, you can sit there and rub that thing down if you're out there in the woods. But cordage is a really, really important thing when you're in the woods. The other stuff this sable palm's good for, put this. Actually, let me show you real quick.
God damn.
I could probably break it. It'd take me a while, but I'd end up breaking it. But it's pretty tough. The sable palm's sable palm's got like 3 or 4 different types of fibers in it. And another thing it's really good for is fire making. You know, you sit there and get this stuff burns pretty easy. You know. Well, I'm Joe Bishop, Bishop Backwoods Survival, giving another shout out. Anybody checking out my YouTube channel, go over and check out Survival Monkey. Pretty good group of people over there. Kind of treat them like family. They treat you like family. If they don't like you, hey, they'll tell you. They'll call you out on your flaws. I'm Joe Bishop, Bishop Backwoods Survival. Y'all have a good evening.